welcome to day number 2 of our 100 days life reinvention challenge. So we are speaking about the identity shift in the first 10 days, and then we are going to come up with the different series in the second week. So if you remember yesterday I spoke about awareness. So awareness is the key for transformation, and I got it awareness that I need to shift my life, I need to change my life if I really want to make my mom proud and if I really want to make myself proud. After awareness, the second journey was about identifying a mentor. I came to know who will be my mentor, who can change my life. As I told you yesterday, I attended one of the full day workshop and I decided to take help from my mentor, and I started taking massive actions. Now the first thing which my coach told me, Amol, you need to start waking up a little bit early. I need to start practicing certain routines. So I was never an early riser. I would wake up at around 8:30. I will just get ready and I'll just move to office. So every morning when I will wake up with a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, I need to cover a lot of things, take a bath, everything started in rush. And I reached office because I need to reach office on time. And I'm sure as most of you will be watching this video, when you go in corporate, you have that thumb. You need to, it's very important to reach on time. So that was my life. And my coach told me, Amol, at what time he asked me usually at what time you wake up in the morning. I told him I wake up at 8:30. But then he told me, Amol, very soon you need to start waking up at 5 o'clock and you need to practice certain routine. And he recommended one book for me to read, and I would recommend the same book that you should read it. The book name is The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. So he has taught in that book a very powerful concepts. So first my coach told me to read that book. I read that book and I realized if I really want to change my life, I need to give time to myself in the morning, because I was in sales. I will go to office at around I'll reach office by 9:30, 10 o'clock. I will come back to home at around 8:30, 9:30. So there was no me time. And if I really want to work on my stress, anxiety, or my thoughts, my emotion, feeling, I need to start practicing some rituals. So I learned powerful rituals, and I'm not going to brief you in detail about the ritual, but yeah, if you want to learn this ritual in detail, if you want to know about my mind body mastery workshop, you can definitely comment me. I'll share you the link. So I conduct a 4 hours workshop on the mind body mastery, where I'm going to brief you about this routine and we're going to practice. So the concept was savers, which I learned from the book The Miracle Morning. So savers is SAVERS, savers. So I'll just I will give the full form. So S stands for silence, A stands for affirmation, V stands for visualization, E stands for exercise, R stands for reading, and S stands for screaming. So I needed to do this in 45 minutes to 1 hour, and he taught me how to do it. I started practicing. So obviously when I started my journey, I didn't start waking up at 5 o'clock from day number 1. So from 8:30 I started waking up at 7:30. Gradually from 7:30, after 10 days I started waking up at 7 o'clock. From 7 o'clock to 6:30, then 6, then 5:30, and then 5. So it took me around 2 to 3 months to start waking up at 5 o'clock, but I was very consistent. And the reason I was consistent, because I came to know about my why I want to change. And you know the reason why I wanted to change, because I wanted to make my mom proud. So my mom was the biggest why, because I can't see tears in her eyes, and that motivated me, that inspired me. That was a pain that I wanted to overcome, that enough is enough. I wanted to change. And that's the reason I started waking up. I started practicing the morning routines. Every morning I wake up at 5 o'clock. From 5 to 7 I started practicing meditation, affirmation, visualization, writing my goals, visualizing it, installing belief in subconscious mind, incantation. So I started doing this powerful routine every morning. And as I was doing, within 6 months I started seeing a lot of shift. The way I talk, the way I speak, the limiting belief which I was carrying, I saw that the beliefs are becoming more empowering. My mindset got shifted, my self-image improved, I started loving myself. So a lot of things got transformed, and I started practicing savers. So the message in today's video is, once you get that awareness, find a mentor in life. If you still have not found a mentor, do a research. And if you want my help, or if you want to talk to me, if you need my support, please feel free to reach me. So once you have identified a mentor, then okay, if you don't have money to have a mentor in life, then I would suggest you start with the morning routine, the concept which I told you about savers. You can buy this book, The Miracle Morning. I think it's on Amazon. It will be for 150, 200 rupees. Read that book and start doing morning routine. So if you really want to change, if you really want to transform, the best way to change is the early morning. What you do as soon as you wake up. Now I'm not telling you to wake up at 5 o'clock if you're not habitual to. You can, let's say if you're waking up at 7:30, start waking up at 7 o'clock starting from tomorrow. For 30 minutes you practice this routine. Start with meditation, do 2 minutes meditation, then practice affirmation. Means all the positive statement, because most of the time our self-talk is quite negative. So start reading the positive statement, do affirmations. Like for example, for me, the one affirmation which really worked for me was, every day in every way I'm getting better and better. Every day in every way I'm getting better and better. I'll repeat this affirmation for 10-15 times. So you can have your own affirmation. You can take help of ChatGPT to design your own affirmation. Then you imagine your life. Just imagine whatever goal, dream you want to achieve. Visualize, because everything first happens in mind, then it comes into reality. So visualize your goal. Then you can do some exercise. Now I'm not telling you to go to gym. Do any form of exercise. Do dance, do Zumba, do jumping jacks, whatever you are comfortable. Do 10 minutes of exercise. Then read any book for 5 minutes. So any book, any personal development book. As I said, you can start reading the book The Miracle Morning. Every day read for 5 minutes. And then once you have done the reading, write down 10 goals that you want to achieve. Every day write down 10 goals and 10 things that you're grateful for. That's called scribbling. That's called journaling. So 10 things that you're grateful for and 10 goals that you want to achieve in your life. It can be short-term, mid-term, long-term goal. Any goal. And the goal should be in a present tense. Write down in present tense as if you already achieved it. So if you practice this, you start seeing the magic. Just don't listen to me. Whatever I'm telling you, implement. Because if you don't implement, there is a lot of knowledge, information in the entire world. But the reason is people don't implement. So if you can just implement the savers, and if you can read the book Miracle Morning, you will see a shift in 10 days. So that's what I wanted to share you in today's video. So tomorrow we are going to meet for day number 3. See you. Bye-bye.